In today's FC to FM Mashup Challenge, I take an FC25 Ultimate Team Draft into FM24 to see if it can survive and thrive. Here's a quick reminder of the rules and challenges for the season. We'll be taking the formations the draft gives us and throwing them into a wheel of fortune to see how screwed we are on FM. The draft itself is standard affair before it's back to the wheel to see which league we'll be playing in. Our only real control is on the tactics board, where we have to work our magic to help the team meet a set of challenges. We want to win the league, win a domestic cup, and have one of our draftees win either the Golden Boot or Player of the Season. Got it? Good.
Let's go.
Come on, don't screw me.
Not bad, good choice.
Not bad. 4-1-3-2. Never use that on FM. That is actually a naughty formation from back in the Championship Manager days.
Great story.
3-4-2-1 and the 3-4-1-2. Preferably not. Don't be a 3 at the back. Don't be a 3 at the back. 4-1-3-2. Right, 4-1-3-2 is locked in. Who is going to be our captain?
Sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit.
I mean, do we go for a hero in Landon Donovan? I'm not too keen on that. But I feel like we've got to go with the French superstar, Antoine Griezmann. Come on. Who's going to be his partner?
Nice.
Right, who's just behind them? I say just behind them. It's going to be a centre mid role.
Terrible.
Out on the wings, left mid.
Well, God almighty, would you look at that?
Pavel Nedved or Eden Hazard. Oh my goodness. I don't know who to take here. Just because I grew up watching Italian football so much, I'm going to have to go with Pavel Nedved. Centre defensive midfield. This is a big role for this formation.
Hot and spicy meat. Yeah, boy.
Unbelievable draft. Yaya Toure is coming in. Right, centre back. We're picking Mickey van der Ven. It's got to happen.
A few moments later.
A little bit of vavavoom out wide. Who's up next? Captavia as our left back. Oh, who did we pick as our left back? Ronaldo. Yeah, get that Tash out of my team, mate. Captavia. Boom. Right, give me a right back. Right back and a goalkeeper is what I need.
Very nice.
Alhamdulillah. Mohamed Salah. Get in. I don't even know where to play him though, because I've just taken Ousmane Dembele. I feel like Salah's got to be in ahead of Ousmane, right? He's got to be. He's got to be. Who's next? The drafts at the moment are juiced. I've got to take Sonny, mate. He's my captain. Yeah, mate, I'm taking him. And do you know what? Please tell me he can play striker. Yes, he can. And then Kulusevski. Mate, this game right now is really tickling my pickle. Let me tell you that much.
What?
We're taking Kulusevski. I can't take an Arsenal player over a Tottenham player. Kulusevski comes in. Kulusevski is very good on Football Manager. So it might be a case where I simply train him as a centre mid throughout the season and just hope for the best. We've had so many Atletico players. Give me an Oblak. Oblak?
Nope.
That's not an Oblak. Although I'm pretty sure this guy is actually quite good on Football Manager.
You thought wrong.
So our draft is complete. A very good squad indeed, but some weak links as well. So it'll be interesting to see how FM rate some of our players. All that's left is to find out what league these draftees will be challenging in. So it's back to the wheel. So we're over at the wheel again. You'll see that we've locked in 4 leagues. There is a reason that the Bundesliga is missing, and that is because the last draft video we did the Bundesliga. I've left a link in the description if you want to go check that one out. But Bundesliga are out for this video.
The Germans.
Who are we going to get? How exciting. Oh, it's La Liga. I was getting excited then because we've got Pavel Nedved. I thought, Serie A, it's written in the stars. But obviously, Griezmann had his say, and we are going to Spain. Okay, so the team is into Football Manager. Not going to lie, as I was putting this together, I was not feeling too optimistic about the upcoming season. But I feel like over pre-season and the friendlies, I've just about figured it out. Just before I go into the team instructions and player instructions, quick look at Yaya Touré and the rest of the heroes and the icons. Yaya Touré is the best of the bunch that we've added. Let me know in the comments if you feel like any of these heroes or icons are juiced, underjuiced, overjuiced, just right. Either way, let me know. I'll go over the most important instructions, so feel free to pause if you need all of the exact player roles. We have gone narrow and possession based with our approach. Low crosses as well, as Sonny ain't winning a header anytime soon. On the defence, gegenpress to start with, but our squad is pretty old in the midfield, so that could change later on. And we'll be rocking a high line as we have the bullet train Van de Ven at the back. Player instruction wise, the main ones are dribble more on the centre backs due to their player traits. Yaya has hold position to offer a bit more solidity in the midfield, and Kulusevski will be moving into channels to link with Griezmann more. Salah is the strange one, to be honest, as Football Manager don't feel he can play as a right midfielder at all. What on earth are they thinking? So he's getting special training. Fingers crossed he adapts quickly. So yeah, the squad is very good, but we will be dealing with some of the worst team cohesion you'll ever see, as well as a Real Madrid team evens on to win a league that contains us, Barcelona and Atletico. Here's praying for an early Mbappe injury then. Let's get the challenge started. We flew out the traps to start the season. Yaya hit a peach of a free kick on his debut to beat Sevilla, and we ended up on a 5-0 drubbing of Valladolid before the season's first international break. It left us second in the league behind Barca, with Madrid already tasting defeat, but Mbappe had started the season red hot.
I'm better.
Unfortunately, the Poles broke Salah in a win over Egypt, and Griezmann did himself in trying to be a bodybuilder. So it meant I shoved Gyökeres up top next to Sonny, and the duo went to war on La Liga, banging 9 goals between them in our next 5 games. By the time we welcomed Madrid to the Draft Stadium in November, we were 11 unbeaten and sat top of the league by 3 points. Oddly, our team cohesion was still quite poor. Maybe it doesn't matter as much as everyone thinks. Or maybe it does, as Madrid FM'd us in the first half, with keeper Justin Bijlow confirming his weak link status with comical keeping.
He's not a good goalkeeper.
2-0 finished. At least Mbappe hadn't made even more distance in that golden boot race. The Madrid game was actually the start of a run versus some of Spain's best, and a 1-1 draw at Real San Sebastian following a Capdevila red card and an 89th minute equaliser did not help our mood at all. Barcelona are up next. We badly needed a win here, and Hansi Flick's men kept us on our toes for most of the first half, so I tried to exploit their gung-ho approach by passing into space. 2 seconds later, Touré did just that, setting up Tomiyasu to score our opener. Touré was looking inspired against his old club and started the second half by smashing home our second. And then it was up to our icon Pavel Nedved to complete the route late on to keep us in touch with new leaders Real. Simeone's big old bus was up next, and donning the worst away kit of all time, our boys broke that bus down inside 45 minutes. A lovely 2-1 win, and we followed it up with a perfect run to the new year, not conceding a single goal as Mo Salah hit 9 across 5 games. He was now accomplished as a right mid after our training in game time, and with 14 league goals he was second best in the league. Still nowhere near Mbappe though.
I'm too competitive.
But we were a point ahead of his Madrid now. Unfortunately, we wouldn't be playing Madrid or Barca in league football until April. So with no Europe, I was feeling pretty confident we'd be winning something come season's end. But of course, the Spanish Cup just had to draw us against Barca in the 4th round, didn't it? 2 comical goals inside the first 5 minutes was followed by yet another Yaya special against his old side. Griezmann then wrapped it up in the second to set up a quarter-final against his ex-club Atletico. We're doing it the hard way, aren't we? Home advantage saw us send Atletico packing once again, as Sonny returned from Asian Cup duty to chip us into a semi-final double-header against Athletic Bilbao. Sonny once again showed up and put us in the driver's seat in the first leg as we ran out 3-1 winners at home. Inaki Williams then made it interesting in the second leg, but forgotten man Ousmane Dembele finished the tie to make our date with Real Madrid in the final official. It now meant we'd be playing Madrid and Barcelona in Crunch League games either side of the final in April. A truly make or break month as the cup run effort had seen us drop points to Sevilla, Valladolid, Getafe and Celta Vigo to leave us 2 points off Ancelotti's men. But 12 minutes in, Madrid gave us a chance as Mo Salah banged a penalty to give us a vital lead. We hung on until the break, but Madrid came out on fire in the second, and Mbappe had them 2-1 up before the hour mark.
You cannot be serious!
It meant I got extra spicy with the tactics, aiming to exploit Madrid's diamond by overlapping ourselves on both sides, as well as telling Sonny to goal hang as our poacher. And goal hang he did, capitalising on a stunning Griezmann tackle to spank home an equaliser. Then, with 77 minutes on the clock, the gods sent a gift straight from the Sports Interactive heavens.
What? What the fuck?
A stupid goal to win it, but win it we bloody did. As Carlo lamented Real's collapse, which sees us now just a single point ahead. Squeaky bum time indeed.
Wiki band.
Squeaky bum.
No, what's that?
Or was it? As a 4-0 win over San Sebastian in our next game saw us 4 clear now, as Madrid's wheels fell off completely courtesy of an Inaki Williams hat-trick.
I will love it if we beat them. Love it.
So contrasting fortunes between our draftees and Real heading into the Spanish Cup final 1 week later. It was 1 apiece between us over the season. Who would win it when it mattered the most? And for the first 30 minutes, it looked like nobody wanted to win it, as absolutely nothing happened. In the end, it was our Chechen icon Pavel Nedved who made the difference. So he finally found a lovely through ball to set Sonny up to bury our opener. A few minutes later, and Salah weaved his way through to eventually earn us a penalty and a chance to kill this tie dead. Could our Egyptian prince clinch us a cup and our first completed challenge? The pen miss had given Madrid hope but just couldn't break us down. Then in the 69th minute, chaos in the box led to Nedved once again coolly finding the right pass as our Swedish Zidane, Dejan Kulusevski, smashed home a second. I did what anyone would do in a final 2-0 up, embracing my inner Mourinho, but Turkish wonder kid Arda Güler came on to set up Vinny J for an incredibly nervous injury time.
Do you know what squeaky bum time is?
For about 60 seconds anyway, as our own super sub Adama did Adama things to lay on Sonny for our cup-winning third goal. Sensational, as the draftees lift the Spanish Cup and complete our first challenge of the rebuild. All focus back on the league for our last 6 games as we look to do a double, but with Barca and Atletico still to play, our 4-point gap wasn't as reassuring as you would think. And I was right to not feel too confident, as first up was Barcelona, who thanks to Lewandowski and Frankie de Jong wrapped up a 4-2 win at the Camp Nou. Fortunately for us, and in another strange twist of fate, Madrid had only just survived at home to Valladolid, meaning we still had a 3-point gap to defend. However, with Madrid's 2-0 away win over us earlier in the season, if we did happen to finish level on points, they would win the league on head-to-head. But even they most likely knew their rivals Atletico wouldn't do them any favours, as Simeone's men once again got sent packing thanks to a Nedved masterclass. So 4 games left to make history. But of course, it's not just the league we want. We need somebody to step up and catch Mbappe for either the Golden Boot or the top rating. And whilst the difference looks substantial, hearing the news that the French Turtle had gone down with a season-ending injury had us believing. To give us a better shot, I swapped Sonny and Salah so our Egyptian prince was closer to goal. And the change certainly made an impact, as Salah helped us to wins over our next 3 games against Girona, Vallecano and Las Palmas. Meaning it was all to play for in our final day battle with Villarreal. Still just 3 points ahead of Madrid. We know just a point will do it, but Mo Salah needs goals. Let's do this. Unfortunately, the nerves were settled early as a questionable foul meant Salah thumped home a penalty for an early lead. Would that be the goal to beat Mbappe? And he had more chances too, first fluffing a one-on-one before straying offside a few minutes later for a disallowed goal. Luckily, the rest of the boys had their shooting boots on, as Van de Ven, Tomiyasu, Akanji and Dembele all banged home goals for a sweet, sweet victory as our boys win La Liga. Don't you just love it when a plan comes together? So we have done a domestic double. That last win got us the league title. We've won the league with 96 points, 3 ahead of Madrid. So we've completed the first and second challenges from this 3-challenge season. It's time to find out whether Salah caught Mbappe for the Golden Boot or if anyone else caught Mbappe for Player of the Season. And sadly, they have not. Mbappe won both in the end. Yaya Touré in the end came closest to him in the Player of the Year, and Salah only got within 4 goals in the end in the Golden Boot race. And Salah, man, 4 goals behind Mbappe in the end. I tried my best at the end putting him as a striker. He just couldn't do it. And if I look at his stats, you'll see that he missed 3 penalties, and he actually had an XG of 30, so he should have finished level or joint top with Mbappe.
Analyse it till the coach come home. You do your job.
The only thing left to do is just show you tactical masters out there. There were a few changes that I made as the form started to dip in the league. Touré was a defensive midfielder on support for most of the save, but I noticed in those games that we started to lose, him and Kulusevski were like joint by the hip in the match engine. So what I did was make Touré a deep line playmaker on defend, just to kind of lock him into that spot and allow Kulu to roam a bit more. And then that meant, knowing that I had a third player back most of the time, Capdevila I turned from a wing back on support into a complete wing back on support. It made the difference night and day, honestly. Spanish first division, look at the assists. Capdevila shot up to 14, Touré to 11, and Touré got closest to Mbappe. I hope you liked the video. Like and subscribe if you haven't. Have a good day, and I shall see you in the next one. Peace.